So, good afternoon. I was at a range on Saturday. It's now Tuesday, but I've been away, so I had literally had to come back. Did a very brief clean on my guns. Used a pull through just to get any crap out. Cleaned the bolts though, and then put them away. And I'm now cleaning them today because I'm back from my trip. So I shot 4 guns in total. Some more than others. So just down here we've got the Mosin-Nagant carbine with the bayonet on the front, and we've got the K31, which you've seen some other videos. Both these got quite heavily used. Probably put 40 rounds, maybe 50 through the Schmidt-rubin there, and probably another 40 to 60 Hungarian mil surplus heavy ball ammunition. It has the silver and yellow tips, I believe, which shoot really well actually through that Nagant carbine, better than the Privy Partisan. I don't bother reloading for that because you can still get pretty good military surplus ammunition. So, on this side of the shelter, we've got my Enfields. We've got obviously the number 4 there and the SMLE. SMLE wasn't really used that much. I probably put 10 to 20 rounds through it max. And the number 4 might have had about possibly about 30 rounds through it. I was shooting at a range. I made a video last year about it. It was the military range where they simulate wave attack. The targets start out at about, I think it was 550. There's a tank up there you can shoot at as well, an old APC, and come down to about 75 to 100 yards, quite close. Interestingly, I took my girlfriend with me, having never shot a rifle, or a full bore rifle anyway. She'd shot 2.2s in the fields. She hit a target at 100, and then she hit one at probably 200, and then she hit one at 250 with the number 4. And then she had to go with an SSG 69 with a very good shot who I shoot with, who gave her some tuition and pushed her out to 450 meters. She was shooting at figure 11 targets, which fell down when they were hit. So I don't know how accurate this sort of shooting must be, but figure 11, for those who don't know, is a man-sized target. So it's quite small at 450 meters, even if you are using a scope. And I think it's quite an achievement. I'd say more of an achievement to have hit stuff with a number 4 with iron sights at sort of 200, 250 meters. So I just thought I'd run you through really how I clean them. Obviously, like I say, the Enfields haven't been that widely used this weekend, but the Nagant and the K31 did. So what I have actually done for all of them this time though is put some copper solvent down there just to really get in the rifling and clean out any of the crap. Don't do it every time. I try and sort of do it every so often, or if it's been a heavy, they've been used a lot. The reason they get used a lot is on this range you pretty much get a stand for the entire day and you can shoot as much as little as you want. So if you could afford to run the ammunition through these all day, you could. So I mean, like I say, I probably shot 150 to 200 rounds. I borrowed a 223 as well, so that put my round count up a little bit too. So yeah, especially these 2 down here have had a bit of heavy use. So next thing I'm going to do is, once the solvent sat in the barrel for a little bit, I'm going to flush them through with boiling hot water and make sure that stuff all drips out. And then I am going to use a copper, or I think it's a copper brush, like a wire brush basically, that fits on the end of a cleaning rod, to just push any of the real solid crap out of there, which it does build up, especially with military surplus ammunition. Actually, the K31 had its first out of my own home reloads, which the first shot I was very dubious about, maybe probably flinched a little bit, but it went off and all the other rounds seemed to go very well. I slightly underloaded them from the data I had with 44 grains. I'll probably talk a bit more about that in another video, but the 44 grain load seemed to shoot really well. I have, off the top of my head, I think it was a 174 grain bullet as well. and it seemed to shoot a little bit better than the Privy Partisan, but it's hard to say when you're shooting at figure 11 targets, so you don't really know your fall of shot. But the felt recoil was a little less as well, which is always a little bit of a positive. But I'm meant to be shooting this weekend on a range which, with a computer, marks your fall of shot. Again, another army range. So if I have time, I'm hopefully going to reload some more bullets, and I'll just see how they shoot compared to the Privy Partisan. I'll quite like to work out the cost, because I have been told it's about half the cost, but who knows. Anyway, back to the cleaning. So once I have put the wire brush through, we then put a rag wrapped around a jag through the barrel until that rag starts coming out clean. First few will come out black, and after that I just put a bit of a mop down there, just kind of just gives it not so much an oiling, it's just like a real soft furry mop. Now, aside from firearms, our summer has decided to kick in here in Yorkshire. It's been sort of 26, 27 degrees, which is pretty unusual for us. We're lucky we have a great view, which hopefully you can see there. Nowhere better to be than in the English countryside on a hot, sunny day. I've actually been in the lakes, that's where I've been, Lake District, those who might have heard of it, Lake Windermere. That is equally as beautiful, if not more beautiful in terms of the real dynamic landscape, but Yorkshire can have a good crack at any location. Anyway, I hope that's been a little informative. I might do an actual cleaning video on top of this so you can see exactly what we do. But anyway, there's a little slice of Yorkshire. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.